Hello and a warm welcome to the AI with Arun show. This is your weekly briefing for the week ending October 12th, 2025. The essential news related to AI that you absolutely need to know. Let's begin our global tour in Europe, which is making a decisive move to secure its place in the AI landscape. The European Union has launched its Apply AI strategy backed by a formidable 1 billion euro investments. This is a strategic declaration of technological independence. The goal is to reduce reliance on US and Chinese technology, especially as global trade tensions continue to rise. The EU has set ambitious targets. It aims for 75% AI adoption in European firms by 2030, with a strong emphasis on fostering made in Europe innovations. This initiative targets 10 critical sectors, including healthcare, manufacturing, and defense, signaling a comprehensive plan to embed AI into the core of its economy. Now let's shift our focus to Silicon Valley, the epicenter of AI development, where the mood is a mix of euphoria and caution. The investment numbers are staggering. In 2025, global spending on AI has hit $1.5 trillion, fueling an incredible 80% of the US stock market's gains. Deals like OpenAI's $100 billion partnership, Nvidia, and its own $500 billion valuation are triggering serious concerns about an investment bubble. Experts like Stanford's Jerry Kaplan are drawing parallels to the dot-com crash, pointing to the risk of circular financing, where money cycles between a few major players. The fear is that if this bubble bursts, it could lead to massively wasted infrastructure and significant economic fallout. While Europe and the US navigate their strategies, a new player is emerging on the world stage. Latin America. A prime example is OpenAI's new $25 billion data center in Patagonia. This is not a minor project. It's set to be Latin America's largest AI facility with a massive capacity of up to 500 megawatts, all sustainably powered. This facility is a strategic partnership between OpenAI and Sur Energy, made possible by Argentina's RIGI investment initiatives. It's a key node in OpenAI's $500 billion Stargate global network designed to expand AI access for governments and researchers worldwide. The regional impact is expected to be immense, creating jobs, sparking innovation, and positioning Patagonia as a global hub for green sustainable AI. However, this rapid expansion comes with a significant cost, and we are seeing the consequences of that in Latin America as well. A severe water crisis is sparking protests in Uruguay and Chile. Why? Because new AI data centers are consuming vast amounts of water, in some cases equivalent to thousands of households, at a time when the region is facing its worst drought in 75 years. Expansions by major players like Google have ignited demonstrations, bringing the environmental impact of AI into sharp focus. Experts are focusing for alternatives like air cooling to mitigate this, but the situation underscores an urgent global challenge. We must find a way to power the AI revolution sustainably, especially in water-scarce regions. Despite its environmental challenges, AI is already delivering tangible benefits to the people of Latin America, particularly in the banking sector. The technology is enabling real-time fraud detection, instantly identifying and stopping scams like unauthorized remittances, dramatically cuts financial loss for everyday people. It's also driving personalization. On platforms like Brazil's popular PIX system, machine learning is used to provide tailored budget alerts for things like cultural events. And perhaps most importantly, AI is boosting financial inclusion for mobile first users through gamified educational tools and enhanced loyalty programs, bringing more people into the formal economy. So, where does all of this leave us in the global AI race? This chart gives us a clear picture. The US continues to dominate in private investments, pouring in an incredible $470 billion between 2013 and 2024. But investments does not tell the whole story. When it comes to adoption, China is leading the way with an astonishing 81% of users engaged with generative AI. This dynamic, the US leadership in funding and China's leadership in user adoption, defines the current landscape. Economists project that AI will lead to productivity gains between 0.2% and 1.3% annually. But they caution that we need smart policies to sustain this innovation and ensure that benefits are shared broadly. Beyond the geopolitics and economics, 2025 has been a year of breathtaking technological breakthroughs. Let's look at four that are changing what is possible. First, NVIDIA developed a new method called RLP, which trains large language models to think step by step, cutting logical errors by up to 30% in complex tasks like math and coding. In healthcare, researchers have developed an AI powered nanoparticle therapy for Alzheimer's that in mice restores the blood brain barrier, clears harmful plaques, and improves cognition. In physics, for the first time ever, scientists used AI and squeezed light to measure quantum uncertainty in real time, a massive step forward for quantum computing. And finally, a UK Danish partnership created the Delphi 2M transformer model, which can predict a person's lifetime disease risk decades in advance, promising to revolutionize public health. These breakthroughs are fueling a new generation of powerful and accessible AI models. OpenAI released Sora 2, its next gen video model that can generate 60-second cinema quality clips and even includes a cameo feature for personalized storytelling. Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 4.5 has arrived, outperforming competitors like GPT-5 and Gemini in coding and reasoning, all while incorporating advanced safety guardrails. And Google launched Gemini 2.5 Flash, its latest ever model, fastest model for AI image generation, aimed at both creative and enterprise users. And not to be outdone, Meta released Code Llama Pro, an advanced AI designed specifically for programmers to help with precise code generation and debugging. The pace of AI innovation is fueled by a record breaking investment. In 2025 alone, AI funding surged to $193 billion, accounting for over half of all the global venture capital. The white hot competition reflected in historic funding rounds for companies like XAI and Anthropic. But the real story is the strategic partnerships that are reshaping the industry. OpenAI secured an incredible 6 gigawatts of AI compute power from AMD, a deal so significant it involved tying up to 10% of its equity. IBM has partnered with Anthropic to integrate the powerful Claude AI into its enterprise software suite. And in academia, MIT has launched TX Gain, now the most powerful university owned AI supercomputer in the United States. With all this power and money pouring in, the question of governance has remained paramount. We are seeing action on three main fronts. First, financial oversight. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, and the Bank of England are now intensifying their monitoring of AI related financial risks, explicitly citing concerns about bubble like valuations. Second, standards. Organizations like the OECD, the UN, and the EU are working to advance regulatory frameworks that prioritize transparency, accountability, and responsible AI. And third, concrete safety measures. We are seeing Grok AI being used to detect and label generated content on X to fight misinformation. In the US, the NHTSA is investigating Tesla's full self driving systems after a series of crashes, which could lead to tighter regulations on autonomous vehicles. And on the international stage, Ukraine's use of AI in conflict is prompting urgent calls for new UN treaties to govern autonomous systems in warfare. Nowhere is the impact of AI more immediate than the world of software development. Adoption among developers has hit 90%. This has led to a massive productivity surge, with elite teams doubling their velocity. However, it's also widening the skills gap. And a recent DORA, which is the Google report, stresses that continuous training is critical to ensure everyone benefits. Looking ahead, generative AI agents are poised to unlock a new $1 trillion software market by automating the workflows of over 30 million developers, from planning and coding to testing and deployment. We are already seeing new tools emerge, like Perplexity's Comet, the world's first AI first browser, which natively combines generative AI search with traditional web search to create a revolutionary new way to find information. But the opportunities are immense. We are seeing Google expand AI powered search to over 200 countries, a global push for AI equity to bridge infrastructure gaps in the global south, and a wave of new applications in fields from soft robotics to medical imaging. We have even seen new challenges to the US dominance, like DeepSeek's new R1 model, which was trained at 70% lower cost. But the challenges are just as significant. We must balance this rapid innovation with sustainable resource use. We need to address the AI bubble concerns to ensure real long term return on investments. We have to establish global governance frameworks for autonomous systems before it is too late. And we must bridge the digital divide before advanced and emerging economies to ensure this revolution benefits everyone. With that, we come to the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Support our work by joining us as a member. And we sincerely hope you will like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show.